All right, I'm calling this the trade of the week, and this is Robinhood, and this was done. This was predicted. This was found by our automated triangle builder called the Tri Trader. I'll have a link in the description if you want to know more about it. And so, what about this trade of the week that made it so special? And so, I love, obviously, I love these triangle trade setups, but Robinhood has just been ripping. So check out this. Robinhood has just been ripping the last few days. We can even see that right there. So the last couple days, just 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 solid straight days up. The momentum was up. It was a strong stock. It was a strong trade. And so what happened? Well, we saw a nice, pretty much a textbook triangle setup formation here. And at the time of this video, this would have been yesterday. And so what happened? What happens with these triangles? Well, price starts to get tighter and tighter and tighter, and eventually it will break out. It'll either break out to the downside or to the upside. In this case, right here, it broke out to the upside. And so why did it break up and just continue to just blast to the upside? Well, it has strong momentum, and so when you have strong momentum, and it even started all the way down here, but it's just strong momentum coming up. When you start to see this tightening go sideways, buyers and sellers are fighting. The sellers are trying to fight it to go down. I saw there was he's a pretty well-known trader out there, but he's saying how Robinhood is at the tippy top right now, can't go any higher. Well, obviously that's not true because it did go higher in another 4%. So we'll see. We'll see what happens there. But I think this was the trade of the week. I think this was this was a big time breakout opportunity. And actually, what was great is this was right at the end of the day where it broke out, and then just today it's just been a rocket ship. It actually the first few minutes of the day, though, it did actually check back down to around break even, but then it just a rock ship to the upside. It is starting to come down. A little profit taking is done. But I just wanted to talk about this. I wanted to show you this. It's really good to have software that predicts this kind of stuff, that shows this stuff, so you don't have to be missing it all the time. So I saw this in just a really cool trade, really nice trade, and I was wondering if this was going to break or not. It did. Broke to the upside. Really strong trade. And triangles are very, very solid. 15-minute, 30-minute, hourly, 4-hour, daily. Really doesn't matter what time frame it is. Triangles are going to be forming, and they're going to be breaking out. So just want to talk about this. If you want to get in on some of these trades, if you want to get on some of these automatic triangle trades, you know how to do it. There's going to be a link in the description. I'm going to show you exactly how this software works. This is a symmetrical triangle. So you see up here, actually I'm in the way, but right here I got a little cheat sheet. So everywhere we have a cheat sheet, it says symmetrical long. This was a symmetrical triangle. And then once there's other triangles form, ascending triangles, descending, symmetrical down, descending triangles or wedges, they'll be coming up on the charts as well. So this was my favorites. I always said this, and so a lot of you guys know this, is my favorites is the symmetrical triangles. And so whenever they come up, it piques my interest, and I'm always interested. And sure enough, this was a great one. So go ahead, make sure you get this software if you don't have it. If you do, hopefully you got this trade because this was a good one. This was a really good one. This is one of my on my hot list that I like to trade with the Tri Trader. So, all right, but I just want to just go through this trade of the week, and let's go ahead and maybe we'll have another one here soon. Right now, this trade's done. This trade is over with. It blasted to the target zone, continued just to go up. So this trade is done. But an option trade here would have been nice. I was actually looking at some of the options today, and and I think the IV was high because it's just been going crazy. Still a nice trade though, 67%. And in fact, if you would have even got in on this is why I love options so much. This was all the way down here at $1. It even came all the way down almost 50 cents. And even it started over here. This was a few days. That was actually quite a bit ago. That was 20 cents. So yeah. So I mean, really nice trade, really solid setup. Great move on Robinhood. We'll see what happens. Who knows? It actually might be at the top. It could be at the top now, and it could make its way down. But I think there's been some good news, some crazy news happening. So who knows what will happen here? But what we do know is that this was a nice trade. So, all right, I'll catch you guys in the next video.